Hello fellow YouTubers, my name is Flashwire and I am part of the SPTT or Stick Page Tutorial team, and today I will be creating an animation made by Ez. So let's see what we got here. Alright, so what I really notice is that there is a constant problem he has with wobbliness in his head. I'm guessing he just redrew the head over and over, and he didn't use the guideline, he just redrew the head. Now, the problem with that technique is that it's too wobbly. You gotta keep it. I like to keep my heads consistent but still different so it doesn't look stiff. Now what I try to do when I want to redraw my heads, I go over the previous frame with the same brush and try to draw as close as possible. Like say I drew a head here, look at that head, man. And then I drew a head here. I would try to make it as close as possible to make it seem like it's different but it's still consistent and you can't see the wobbliness. You can mostly see wobbliness when you have a very low frame rate, because I think the slower the frames the more you can see, but this is at 18 FPS, which is kind of unorthodox. I mostly see animators use 24 to 30, but I've seen many other animators try unorthodox frame rates, 18, 16, 23, 27. What I also did not like was the reactions on the green figure when he got slammed against the wall. Right here. If I uncover the green dude's green skin, let me see. Looks right here. His body just stops in midair. Look at that. Look at that spacing. You don't just stop. If it was real life, you wouldn't just stop in midair like, hey you guys, I'm floating in midair. Do we have a problem here? No, he has to keep his momentum going. So, like, say if I had a head here, I would not put it right there, but possibly put it slightly over here. You have to at least slow him down a bit, but not like this. This is overusing it. And then what made it even worse was that he added a double frame. The double frame slowed down even more, so it's like it's very stiff here, and it's not consistent with the flow of the single frames which he had added. Right here, I didn't really like how. Well, I do love the floppiness of this. I mean, I love noodle arms, physical noodle arms, because I use that same style. But this right here, I don't like how it went from this to that in a second. It seems too out there. It's too fast. Right here, his arm actually got longer. His arm stayed at the same place when it should. Wait a minute, let me get another layer. When it should keep going, like if it was right there, it'll probably be right here. This also happened. See, there it is again. What is this? His arm just got instantly long. What? He put this. What? I'm guessing that was his hand here. It stays stuck in the air like it's holding something, but then it suddenly just boosts off with a random random light. Let's see, what I also really didn't like was this. I'm guessing it was a helicopter type kick. He's bending his legs. Yeah, he's bending his legs behind his body. So this I don't really like. It's not connected, because I think his legs should be a little bit higher. Try to keep the flow going. See, the black line, it looks so much better. His leg like went lower. It went from this high to this high. It's very slight. You probably couldn't see it, but it's very slight for me. What I also didn't like, let me get rid of these lines. Let me get rid of these lines. What I also didn't like was this. What is wrong with his leg? I'm understanding flop, but this doesn't look like flop to me. It looks like he broke his leg, actually. Like he went from this and then this and then just some random crap right there. It's just too random for me. I could accept if it was like this, because it's at least not conjointed. Like he has another foot going on there. This doesn't feel right. Now this kick, I don't understand the kick right here. How did he went from this to this? I didn't see any cross. At least add a cross, like right here. He could have added his foot probably going this way, and then his other leg going back towards the torso, like that, and then that would make more sense. But unless he's kicking with this leg right here. Wait, let me get a brush. Yeah, he's kicking with this leg right here. I don't know how he's kicking with that leg, and then suddenly it went from that, and it's like, God, at least put a trail. I would suggest you put a trail. You could let's see, maybe make it just a little bit. You could put a slight trail or something to indicate, well, not indicate a set of speed from that direction right here to this, because it looks like he kicked him with this leg, and that doesn't make any sense to me. It's just very quick to me. What I also didn't like was the walk right here, the standing walk right here. At least it wouldn't disturb the flow if you put some double frames right here. Like, let's just say I put double frames here, double frames here, double frames here, double frames here. That would be more nicer, even though it's kind of choppy. Probably could have did a better job at making more frames than just leaving it like that, because you can't walk backwards that fast. You would either fall over, or yeah, you just would fall over. Now with this, here's another stiff part right here. He falls very quickly, very quickly. He hits the ground. Now he doesn't put his foot on the ground. Alex, he doesn't put his foot on the ground. How can you get momentum from your arms if you don't put your foot on the ground. If this was real life, well, let me get another thin brush, cause you know, thin brushes don't work that way. If you were to stand on the ground, you would have to get momentum. But with this guy, he went from crouching down like this, and then he just, he just suddenly sprung up. He instantly has agility feet. Look at that. He doesn't need no momentum from his legs to push off. He'll just use his super arms. Look at that. See, it doesn't work that way. I mean, at least put your foot on it. You can't do anything if you don't put your legs on the ground. That's just a pet peeve for me. And right here, another example of stiffness, or not stiffness, rigidness to floppiness in a second. He went from having a straight rigid leg, which is right here, this rigid leg, right here, to having a very floppy leg right there. I suggest you would keep the rigidness going till you hit something else. I don't suggest you go from stiffness to floppiness unless you're gonna keep one or the other. It just doesn't seem that way to me. Another thing I also noticed was the random kick right here for the blue figure. Let me get that out of the way. The random kick right here. What is with this kick? I do not understand this kick at all. It doesn't give me any sense. Like, why is he kicking? Why is he doing that? He's not kicking an enemy. He's not doing anything. He's not proceeding with the animation. It's just so random. Hey, I'm just gonna kick the air here. You don't have to worry about that. And the other thing is this question mark. Is the blue guy, is he doing that question mark? Why would he be doing the question mark? He's doing the random kick. Now, I would be happier if, let me move this question mark a bit, just gonna move to one frame question mark. If the question mark was on the green guy, because it makes more sense. I mean, if you saw a random person in real life do a random kick out of nowhere, wouldn't you be questioning everything too? Yes, that random question mark really bothers me. And then how it just, the way he did this question mark, it just looks so weird. It went from this, it was actually doing pretty good, and then boop, what? The question mark is forming into some kind of conjoined snake or something, and then he just totally ditches it by doing this. What is with this? This is not a way to disappear something. It's not to make something disappear. You don't go from actually doing pretty okay to just, I'm gonna do some random shit. At least make it slowly disappear. Add some easing to it, because the way it was set up, if you look at how fast it goes, look at that. I'll even show you with the Swift. See, did you see that? Look, this bothers me. This question mark bothers me so much. It's not even funny. But other than that, what else I didn't like was that the blue guy didn't actually cross his legs. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it now? Come on. Trying to find it. Well, while I'm over here, might as well talk about this. This right here. This right here. That flip. Now I get how his legs and he's lifting off his one arm, which I don't really get. See, it's just it's so wobbly. He has to clean that up. You can't just see that's the problem. Look at that. Look at the flip placement right there. His leg was actually put it down, and then you know what? Boom, it's right there now. Now, what I would do, I will put it right here. See, that actually makes more sense because his foot is actually still on the ground. But no, it's right there. So apparently that's right. And this, the momentum, it went from a floppy leg to a straight leg. Keep the floppiness going or the straightness going, because it doesn't seem right. It just looks so awkward and so weird how it went from floppiness to rigid very quickly. Here's another example right there. Floppiness, rigidness. Don't really like that. It's a pet peeve for me. It ruins the flow because he's suddenly getting joints in his arms. You know, I'm gonna have to limp noodle, and suddenly my arm gets fixed, and then hey, look, limp noodle, and then it goes back to rigidness again. He has joints again. He has has a problem with choosing rigidness and floppiness for one. See? Rigid, floppy. It seems he does floppy our limbs when he does huge movements. It's just a problem for me, either to pick one or the other. I don't like this reaction to the grab. How? Look at that. That is just. Wait a minute. Let me get closer here. How he went from his foot placement again. Went from that to that. I will put something right here, like at least do this. See, that looks sort of better. It's cleaning up, you know. And then he went from this to this. Look, it's what. You don't just do this. You gotta keep the flow of it going. If you want to do this frame by frame, it looks so wrong. There's some resizing on the leg right here. It went from that to that. Let me see. It went from that to that. That's some major resizing of the back leg there. That's saw bearing. But this is a huge problem because his leg just got broken and it resized. This I don't like because it's too long. It's kind of resizing. This, it's going the floppiness to rigid point. Keep the motion going. And then right here, he freezes in the air again. He freezes in midair. This guy can defy gravity. My God. And you don't do that. You just don't. Then, other than that, the animation is pretty cool. The combos, pretty okay. I like the style, the the fast kind of motion he does. The V-cam adds force to it. What I really don't like overall is that the animation is unfinished. If you can't finish a short, how can you finish a full length? I mean, this is just a simple fighting animation. At least finish the blue guy, because the green guy is finished, but the blue guy he's just in the air, unless that is his finished motion. Yeah, there's nothing really more for me to crit. I hope you learned something from this, and I will see you later.